Hello and welcome to another episode of Minecraft SMP Survival Let's Play with Michieal. In today's episode, we are going to build a really easy piglin farm. But first, we are going to reveal the missing footage of the manor tour. After that, we're going to jump right into building the farm and running a quick time lapse for an hour's worth of monitoring the farm to see how well it does. So, let's begin. I realized that in the introduction video I forgot a couple of areas, so we are going to quickly take a look at the tower up here and those couple of buildings. Up here we have it was my original mob farm, but I automated it. As you can hear, they are falling in, and I'm getting a ton of arrows. See? Bazillion arrows everywhere. Hence the joke. But arrows. Yeah. It has a place to sleep because it works better during the day, just because there's less mobs. And in here behind this, I have a hopper minecart. Just running around grabbing and dropping off. And the killing mechanism besides the fall damage is the magma cubes. And I'm going to turn this off for now. And we're going to go back down. Because, yeah, we have more to explore. Over here, we have what I call the Akashic Records. It's another enchanting room, has anvils, grindstone, enchanting table. I think it's a pretty neat design. I eventually want to do a cool build with these two block types. This was the original Skyway station that I built. I've torn it apart. And quickly you can see the lamppost standard. I was doing the whole tree theme. As you can see, I constructed a custom tree here. And pro tip, that's how you keep lightning rods from catching things on fire. You waterlog the blocks around it. Also, I ran down here, but I didn't actually show it. This is my little farm area. It's a neat design because it's set on top of a tree, and I've waterlogged a bunch of the leaves so that the ground is always wet, because wet-tilled ground grows crops faster. This is going to be moved and turned into an automatic farm. Up and over. And I used a lot of the vines just because there are so many of them. and oops, the basic portal room. This is different than the one in the manor because this one goes into the portal, as we're about to see, instead of onto, or goes into the nether instead of onto the nether roof. And yes, here's the Piglin riding the Happy Go Pukey, because yeah, who doesn't need a Piglin riding a Happy Go Pukey? Alright, now we're gonna do the Piglin Trader Farm. We come down here to our area, and it needs some cleanup, so we're gonna do a quick time lapse of our cleanup. Hopefully we get all of it, but I doubt that we will. There's always so much more. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up a zombie trap, aka a Piglin Trap. And this is a very simple design that always works. With that said, let's jump into our first time lapse, starting now. And we're done. Now we put in the chests to collect everything. There we go. There's the hoppers and our carpets. We'll need those and some glass too. My idea in doing it this way is that the carpet prevents or makes it to where nothing can spawn, just in case. So we have the chest put in. Let's put in some glass. And what we're going to do is we are going to use the Piglin Trap to get our piglins. And we are going to put them in the cells, one per cell, and each module, there's 2 modules here, 2 cells per module. To make this work, we are putting in the center of each module a soul sand block, because being just smaller than a regular sized block, the piglins can grab the gold off of it, and then they can do their trades with that gold. And my concept for doing this was I wanted it to be able to be seen that it was actually being built in survival mode. So I apologize, this is not meant to be like a tutorial per se of how to make this farm. More, this is me building the farm in survival mode, as I think that's important for people who actually play the game. And then we're going to actually test it, like I said in the intro, to see how well it works. If you notice on the left, right here, the piglin has walked into the Piglin Trap, and he's our first candidate. When that happens, because this is legitimately the easiest way to get them, make sure that you have rails. And basically, as you see me doing here, and yeah, I didn't clean out enough. I need to clean out more. Okay. We are going to bring them up and over and in, and looking back on this, I kinda didn't go into enough planning ahead of time. So hopefully this will help others that like to do things right on the fly. Rude. Anyway, will help others who like to do things on the fly like I do, to get an idea that you do have to do some forms of setup ahead of time. But the idea here is really simple. We just put in enough powered rails to make sure that the momentum is carried from the trap to where we want it to be. And there he goes. And oops. Like I said, I needed to do a lot more setup. This is me making the easy way a bit harder. But once you get them in, and you close them off. Now, keep in mind that when I was making this, I was actually kind of following along with the video. And that's why you see the piston. You don't need to do this. This was really extraneous. All I needed to do was just put the glass over his head. but I really should set up another one so that, yeah, while I'm doing all this, we're catching a second piglin. And yeah, that's why you do extra setup. But happily he'll walk right into the trap again, or we'll help nudge him. Come here, Mr. Piglin. Come on. Oh, don't be like that. Okay. Grab our stuff back. Ow. Yes. Even in the Piglin traps, they will still shoot you if you open up a chest. Okay. Let's make it to where there's no possible way that they can pop out, except for in the spot that we want. We'll put in our dropper because the dropper goes there. You'll see how this all works together when I'm actually closer to finishing the farm. But short story is that the dropper will actually create its own timing circuit based off of pulling the gold off of the pressure plates, which I might want to remove those pressure plates to make this easier. I might. Yeah, let's get things blocked in. We're gonna remove these blocks that we're putting in the holes. Yeah, that looks like it might work. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And track, and track, and track. More track, because we're going for the end one over here. And yeah, bit of that. That should make it to where they'll roll right into the hole, and it'll be just like we want. Okay. Again, this part here, looking back at it, is very unnecessary. Because, really, all I had to do was put the glass over it and call it good. Zip him in, and there he goes right into the hole. Woot. That's what we wanted, right there. No having to lead him with gold, no mob moving mechanics, because, yeah, it's always a pain. Let's get up on top. Let's tag them so we don't lose them. Haha, you are my Piglin Trader. And I put a lot of effort into this when I really didn't need to. But this is the first time I've ever built one of these farms, so you'll excuse me as I'm learning how to do this as I'm going along. And yeah, If it's frustrating to watch, it's even more frustrating for me because I'm actually thinking that I have to do this. And of course the redstone torch does not work. Had I have used the lever, that would have worked, but let's grab something that will work. Let's set up a base for it. There we go. And as you can see, the piston pushed the glass right into place where we wanted it. Now if we break this here, wait, we should put stuff here too, because they will pop out to that spot. And back there. More sim, why not? And I'm not going to take any chances, really. This is supposed to be easy. This is one of the easiest farms to build. Yeah, I don't want to have to go through heck chasing after piglins. So, we break out the minecart. If you want, you can actually turn on the hitboxes. And he jumped out again. Are you kidding me? Okay. Set up the trap. Catch him. Okay, cool. Let's go fix the small error there. And get our glass block out of there so that we can move them in. Yeah. You... Okay. No. Not that one. Ah, yes. Let's grab some more. Just so that we have consistent blocks to just use. That one should be fine, but I'm going to make a step up and just be safe. Okay, let's move them back in, and away it goes. Okay, since he popped up here, we are definitely going to put something there so he cannot pop there. Do I need anything back here? Oh, I'm trying to put the piston there. Yeah. Hindsight being 2020. Really wish I had have just realized. Because, yeah, that right there. Put it back. Makes placing pistons a lot easier, by the way. Take it out, pop in the redstone torch, push the piston, and that should be good. Okay, and to be safe, we need to put something there. Okay, with everything sealed, you can actually do the hitboxes so you know what you're hitting. And he is in. Whooped. Perfect. Kind of long learning. But... let's put the card on. Let's see if we can't grab another piglin. Hey buddy, you wanna go for a ride? Get in the cart. There you go. Okay, let's double check this. And where'd I put the hoe? Right there. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I should have done a bit more cleanup. But, whatever. Not my finer moment. Okay, clear out the blocks. There we go. And we can just push him in. He won't mind. Come on, get in there. No, you are not going for another ride. Hi, you need to be name tagged. I wonder. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, move things out of the way. Let's put the piston in. Even though I really don't need to do that. Screw up the piston. Really? Bad piggy. Anyway, putting in the piston. And push it in. Cool. Glass is where it belongs. Trust me, this goes a lot faster the further along we go. Make sure all areas are cleaned up. And the areas that we want, I probably should keep that one in there. Yeah, let's put that one back. Okay, because yeah, we only want him to be in that spot and no other spot. Do not pop out on me. Here goes everything. Round jump, click. Cool. Stuff back, check that one. Okay. Set up the trap again. Boop. Let's clean out the section for module 1. Let's put the trapdoor back in. Or, not trapdoor, excuse me. The pressure plate back in. Okay. And we need to make sure that this is actually enclosed because we are going to be shooting out gold into there, and the piglins are actually going to grab it off of the pressure plate. Oh, yeah, and I need to name tag them because we really don't want to lose them. Okay, close. Pop a name tag on him. He's named. Maybe too close to see it. Yeah, he's named. Let's get our track back, open up the next cell. Let's put that back. I didn't mean to break that. Oh, it stopped. It has to be moving in order to catch them. Let's get ourselves set up. can just fill in those because, yeah, we don't want their actual drops to fall out. We want it to go directly into the hoppers. And we can also start proofing the area so that... Oh, I see you. Come here. Ow. Your lunch coming. Ha. Okay. Let's see. We probably should clean up some of this. Besides that, it gives us blocks to work with. Realistically, we'll clean up more when we go to actually beautify the farm, but right now I'm grabbing materials. And did we get one yet? No, we haven't. Okay. Alright, we have one. And we're sending them in. Oh, poor little baby Piglin. Let's set up our Piglin Trap. Hopefully the baby Piglin won't run into it. Let's name tag them. And yeah. Oh, looks like it caught. And well, we'll deal with that in just a minute. Right now, we're just going to close this up. And see right here, boom, that's all I actually had to do. No piston, no extra BS. Ow. Okay, with our Piglin Trap ready to go again. Let's see, maybe... Fill that in back there. Yeah. Okay. He should be ready to pop out. Here's still open. Ah, there we go. And it's really hard to tell, but you can see he is actually named. Put the glass back in. Grab our stuff out of the chest. And we're ready for the last one. Let's remove things so that we have the actual cell waiting. And no Piglin. Huh. Well, good time to clear out all the useless stuff from the inventory. Things that I shouldn't need. I wonder. Ah, yes. This was my backup plan in case things didn't pan out. This goes up to the Happy Go Pukey, which is a zombie or a Piglin Trap. And let's see if we can't make a pathway going up. Yeah, perfect. Also, for building up, scaffolding is epic. I just want to say that makes life so much easier. Okay. let's figure out where we need to put in powered rails. Because, yeah, we have one here. Ready and waiting. Let's spin them up. And this is where I learned that this doesn't work. You have to have a lever. Which I left all the way back down there. That works. Not the most efficient, but... Oh, come on. Really? I have an idea. Let's power them. And of course it's going to go that way. Nope. Still no. Plan B. Well, maybe C. Maybe D. C. Whoops. That's a little too far down. Well. Let's take that one out. Just make a solid track. And see if we can't push him over. There he goes. Go, Mr. Piggy, go. Put that back. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, that's because they always go to the left. My bad. Are you kidding me? Is Zombified Piglin? Great. Now I have to break the minecart without hitting the Zombified Piglin. There we go. That worked. Pop him back on the track. Grab my cart. Give him a good old push. And we can flip the lever. Whoop. There he goes. Right into place. Perfect. Ah! Knock it off. The wildlife around here is just insane. Oh, right. Definitely did not do enough cleanup. Should have done more. Okay. Let's fill this in. Okay. Solid all the way around. Perfect. Let's name tag him. Piglin Trader. Woo. Seal him in. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Piglin. Okay. Pop him out. Cool. There we go. And yeah, I did that just because I was about to open the shulker box, and I really didn't want to have to deal with the bite while I was in the middle of the shulker box. Okay. They can be as mad as they want. It's all gravy from here. Do some cleanup. At this point, the farm is mostly done. I just have to do a very small amount, and it will be ready. first thing I have to do is, well, I'm going to need to set up things on the back and on the front. Make sure that my buttons are in. My redstone is in place. Cool. That looks good. Let's clear out this spot, because we need to put the pressure plate back on there. And then we put glass over it. We also need to set up the mechanism that feeds the droppers. So, a couple of hoppers behind. We're going to put some chests on top. And I always do that. Boop. And boop. Okay. Now that we have things a little bit better set up, we're going to do a quick test on this by putting some gold in. When I hit the buttons, gold will pop out, and the piglins will immediately grab it from the pressure plate. That causes another piece of gold to pop out. Then they look at it, decide what item to trade. The item, it gets picked up by the hoppers. Here's a clearer view. And that's how this basically works. Redstone wise, the pressure plate triggers the redstone torch on the back, turning it off, and when the piece of gold is removed from the pressure plate and the pressure plate goes back up, it turns the redstone torch on the back on, causing the dropper to spit out another piece of gold, and the cycle repeats. And speaking of gold, we need to put more gold into the chest so that when we go to run our actual test, we have enough gold. Let's begin the test now. And this tests that the gold goes from the chest into the hopper and functions as we expect. Okay, I've done some things to this. I've added signage. I've added levers, and now I'm filling up for our 1 hour test. And yeah, it's because I realized how hard this is to actually turn off without the levers. And I've actually built a few things that, well, really kind of need. And I have been attacked a lot by hoglins. I built a automatic item destroyer so that the things like empty water bottles and the like can be destroyed really easily. And that's this right over here. This creates a timer circuit so that you can just put stuff into the barrel. It feeds into the dropper, and that goes into lava over here. See, lava right there. and it gets dispensed out. And yeah, basically awesome design. Thank you, Mumbo Jumbo. And I also added in extra chests because we are definitely going to need them. If you look, I made little walkways going down, and the chests are basically down underneath. And I put in a little bit of just makeshift walls. So let's start it, and let's begin our 1 hour time lapse starting now. And we're back. During the hour-long time lapse, I did my best to sort all of this and to get rid of the water bottles. So as you can see, potions of fire resistance, iron boots with soul speed on them, a ton of them. You'll never need iron boots ever again. Empty spectral arrows and fire charges, and that one's empty. String, soul sand, nether quartz, leather, blackstone, ton of blackstone, iron nuggets so that you can make iron bars. And over here we have gravel, crying obsidian and regular obsidian. Below that, nothing. And then we have a bunch of ender pearls, some nether bricks, and a lot of soul speed books. Soul speed 1, soul speed 2, soul speed 3. Obviously, some of them are more rare than the others. A lot of it was water bottles. And that was the haul from an hour's worth of running this farm. I think as soon as I finish checking this, I am going to end the episode. And we're out of here. Catch you on the next one.